joining us here for Wake Up Charlotte to Go. I'm Ben Thompson. Let's go ahead and send it over to Larry Sprinkle with a check of your forecast. Larry.
And good morning. That front has moved off the Carolina coastline. When you see an H, you know that can make you happy. That's fair skies. It's sinking air. Nothing to get to that lift to give us the showers and storms. And that's the way it's going to be across most of the midsection of the country, right into the Carolinas. Hour by hour. Now, what's going to happen is our temperatures are going to stay in the 50s all into the afternoon. We should be in the upper 60s this time of the year. So we get to about 10 o'clock tonight under clear skies, 42 degrees, an indication of some cold air moving across the Carolinas. A freeze warning is in effect for the area, issued when the minimum temperature is 29 to 32 degrees during the growing season. Damage to plants and crops is possible. And that area includes all the way from Shelby, Lincoln, Gastonia, Rock Hill, Chester, Concord, over to Albemarle, Monroe, Wadesboro, and Rockingham, and here in the Charlotte area. Look at these lows tonight. Drops to about 17 at Boone, 18 at Jefferson, 27 at Hickory, across the Charlotte metro area, upper 20s and low 30s. Check that 7-day forecast. Low 50s today, and again tomorrow. Saturday morning, we're down to 30 degrees. Could be another freeze warning issued at that time. Then we end the weekend, sunshine, blue skies. Easter Sunday looking very pleasant, and here comes a really warm temperatures. Monday afternoon, we're at 75, near 80 on Tuesday, and around 80, 81 degrees by the middle of next week. That's your first one forecast, man.
Larry, thanks. Turning now to other top stories of the day. For the first time, the COVID vaccine will be tested on kids right here in Charlotte.
Good Thursday morning. Big news in the fight against the COVID-19 virus. Right now, Moderna and StarMed facilities are teaming up to have trials on children to see if the vaccination works. Actually, these children would start as young as 6 months old. Limited places around the country, but Charlotte is one of them, and StarMed is where those vaccinations will be administered. Log on to our website for more information.
Happy Thursday. I'm Billie Jean Shaw in South Carolina. State lawmakers are pushing a bill forward that could ban some businesses from firing employees if they don't get the vaccine. We're talking about Senate Bill 177 that would ensure the vaccine is voluntary for many employees in the state. The only exception, businesses with a high-risk population, those are folks who are 65 and older with underlying health conditions. In that case, employees can get fired if they don't get vaccinated.
4 people dead, including a child, after a shooting at an office building in California. It happened in Orange, that's just outside of LA. Police say 2 people seriously injured, including the shooter. At this point, still unclear whether the suspects shot themselves. Police will be able to provide more information later today.
I'm Tracy Potts. President Biden is meeting today for the first time with his cabinet. It's happening in the socially distanced East Room of the White House, and the agenda will likely be topped with President Biden's infrastructure plan, $2.2 trillion that he wants to spend on roads and bridges and broadband, even helping seniors. Progressives say it's not enough. Republicans say it costs too much. And that cabinet will soon be fanning out across the country to sell it to the public.
CMS Families, today is the deadline to decide your child's schedule for the rest of the school year. Final day, parents can choose a full remote learning academy for students. If students are not signed up, they will be expected to be in the classroom 4 days a week. The new schedule for middle and high schoolers begins April 12th. Let's look at this outbreak by the numbers as we do every morning on Wake Up Charlotte. COVID-19 cases still fairly steady here in North Carolina. Yesterday, another 1,900 people tested positive. One number, though, that is starting to rise again and cause a bit of concern is the positive test rate. Right now, just over 5% of tests are coming back positive on average. It's the first time that number has risen above that 5% mark in 3 weeks. Something to keep in mind. Several other states are seeing more COVID cases possibly linked to spring break travel. And it's worth noting that spring break starts today for CMS schools and is next week for several other districts in our area. Be sure to be vigilant, folks. Now to some stories to keep you and your family safe and sound. Heads up, if you're planning to fly Delta anytime soon, the airline says it will stop blocking off those middle seats. We knew that was going to happen. Right now, Delta is the only airline still carrying the policy, but on May 1st, they'll start selling all seats on the planes. The airline will also offer snacks on board starting April 14th. If you use disposable masks, make sure you put them in the trash when you're done. Turns out PPE causing a huge litter problem across the country. The group Ocean Conservancy say that they found over 100,000 masks, gloves, sanitizing wipes on beaches and in bodies of water over the last 6 months. They even had reports of birds getting tangled in the ear loops of the face masks. They're asking all of us to recycle when we can, or at least make sure your masks don't end up on the ground somewhere. A great lesson for all of us. We don't even think about it when something like that happens. Make sure you watch us every weekday morning starting at 4:30 a.m. on Wake Up Charlotte.